So when I create the product type taxonomy, I like to use a prompt like this. I also like to tell him how to separate categories from each other. I often give him an example and I tell him something specific, like now in this case, because it's Nike, I want to use Nike as a category level. And then I took some titles from Amazon from some random products. I will put the prompt later in the comments so you can copy it, but let's see how it goes on the first try. And yeah, he nailed that one on the first try. Nice. Yeah, I think that's pretty much okay to have as a product taxonomy. Nice. And obviously you can use this with the API version in Google Sheets, and then you can do it for thousands of products. Obviously you can tweak it in the browser version, your prompt, and then you just copy it there and then drag it down in thousands of products and you are basically done. But this is how I do it for yeah, this is an example how you can do it, but obviously there are many ways and many other prompts you can use. So the second use case, and this is my favorite for using ChatGPT for feed management in Google Shopping, is feed translation. When clients move from one country to another one, and you need the feed translated, that can be a lot of work. But yeah, with AI, it's really cheap and it's really fast to do. I'm going to show it right now. I'm going to translate these titles and these descriptions from English to Hungarian. So I'm using a more exotic language. And I'm also native Hungarian, so I can double check it instantly and see if it's correct or not. I have pre-written the prompt, so I don't waste your time. But basically, I'm just selecting GPT and then telling him what to do, giving him the value cell, the temperature, obviously 0, no capping on the tokens, and then model 3.5 is perfectly enough for translation. I always translate the first one. I check if that's correct. Looks all right, and then you can just drag it down for the rest. And looks good for me. Obviously, there are some things here that he didn't translate. Probably he thinks it's a name or something, but that's perfectly fine. If you leave it like this in Hungarian, it still makes sense. And now let's check if we can translate a description. Just going to change this quickly to description and changing this to B2. This is obviously a bit longer text. Let's see how it goes. Yes, that's perfectly correct. I don't really see anything that I can say that's wrong. And that's, yeah, looks all right. Now you can just drag it down. And give him a second. Yeah, just rushing it a bit, but looks all right. And yeah, your feed is basically translated. And as you can see, this a bit, let's say, harder language. So yeah, it's a really nice use case, and I recommend doing it. Obviously, you can do it in the browser version. It will take more time to copy paste some stuff, but if you have access to the API and you have the paid version, obviously, yeah, it's really fast to do it like this. Another nice use case is writing descriptions with ChatGPT. I often come across product feeds where I have the title and I also have all kinds of other extra information from the product, but the description is missing or the description is short. Then you can use the AI to write some really nice descriptions. And you can use a prompt like this. Write a product description that is 250 character long, based on a product title located in the A column and the product details located in the B column. Then you give him the value A2 from A2 till B2. Temperature obviously 0, and here you can use a GPT-4 version because obviously you need a bit more smarter version. so you can write a nice product description. And let's see how it goes. I also added the length checker, so we can check the character count. And yeah, he almost nailed the length. And let's see how the text is. Stay warm and comfortable with the Nike's Men's Spark 20 t-shirt made from 100% polyester. This long sleeve shirt features a soft warm fleece fabric, pull-on fastening, and a modern design. It also has a good hood, downsting from adjustable coverage. I think that's a decent short description for any product based on these details. Actually, he went a bit shorter. He also had less details, and here is almost 250. Let's see this one. The Nike women's Nike 10 June running shoe features a synthetic outer material and man-made inner material. It has a rubber sole, lace-up closure, no heel, and a medium shoe width. I think that's also a reasonable description. I think it's usable. Obviously, you can fine-tune it later manually for some other products, but I think if you have a lot of products, this is a really nice way to quickly write descriptions for your products based on product information and the title.